Okay, so get comfortable again. You're going to want to have your journals handy. And again, just begin to focus on your breath. Spending some time focusing on the exhale. And focusing on the inhale. Using the exhale to push out any concerns, any distractions. Pulling in tiny golden spirals of light on the inhale. And begin to feel them disperse through every cell in your body. And as they disperse, focus on those cells. Feel them vibrating more quickly. Feel them more and more spacious. And continue focusing on the breath to deepen your experience. Now I'd like you to imagine that you're in a beautiful meadow. It's a beautiful day. The sky is a vibrant blue. The sun is shining and warming your hair, warming your skin. You can hear the birds singing and calling to each other. You look at all the beautiful colors, the colors and variations of the grasses, of the wildflowers, of trees lining the meadow, popping up here and there. Noticing their shapes, noticing their grace. Walking up to different things to feel with the palms of your hands, to feel the tree trunks, their texture, their temperature, their energy. Perhaps take your shoes off so you can feel the energy of the grass and the energy of the earth. Perhaps you touch a petal of a flower, a pine needle, or a blade of grass. Spend some time enjoying all of the amazing beauty of this meadow. The peacefulness, perhaps you can almost hear the stillness. Feel it. Now I'd like you to begin walking through the meadow. And as you do, you begin to see that there's a structure ahead of you. And as you get closer to that structure, you realize that this is a sacred temple. And this is a temple that is there just for you. This is your sacred temple. And as you come closer and closer, you notice more about it. You notice what it's made of. You notice the shapes and the colors. And finally, you find yourself at the entryway. There may be a door or simply an opening, and I want you just to stand there for a moment. If there's a door, feel it, feel its texture, feel its temperature, feel the latch or doorknob, whatever's going to open it. If there's an opening, put your hands on the sides of the opening and experience that. Now, whenever you feel ready, I want you to go ahead and enter the temple. And you'll notice it's very dim when you first enter. You can take a deep centering breath. You can feel the sacredness. You can feel that in this temple, there are some very special things, very magical. And off to your left, there's a little ledge, and on the ledge are candles and matches. So go ahead and light the candles. And as it becomes lighter and lighter in your temple, notice what you see. Are there hangings? Are there pictures? What are the walls made of? What are the colors? Walk around and touch things. Notice how you feel in your sacred temple. Now I'd like you to notice that there's this beautiful chair. It's kind of like a throne. And it's waiting there for you. This is your chair. Again, what's it made out of? Do you see the colors or just sense them? What does it feel like when you touch it? When you feel ready, I want you to sit down on this special chair, this throne for you, that's asking you to be in your full inner authority, in your full sovereignty, at your very most empowered. Maybe you'll hear some sounds. Maybe there's some celestial music around you. Maybe there are fragrances, whether from the candles or incense or perhaps fresh flowers. So sit there for a moment and just let yourself fully experience sitting in your seat of power, in your sacred temple. Now, again, I'd like you to take several deep centering breaths. And feeling that sense of authority, that sense of empowerment, I want you to call to you the part of you that judges, that inner judge. And let that judge show up. It might have a face, it might look familiar, it may just be some sort of symbol for you. Let the judge appear in whatever way he or she can. And when the judge appears, I want you to shrink him or her down so that they're only about a few feet high. And you're sitting in this beautiful chair. You're much bigger than they are. And now I want you to greet them. And I want you to notice as you greet the judge, does the judge look familiar? Is it carrying someone from your childhood or more than someone from your childhood? Parents or teachers, clergy, anyone who had authority over you. And I want you to take a moment feeling now how much bigger you are than this judge. And that you can let this inner judge know they were trying to help you. They came into your psyche to protect you, to help you please whatever adults were around that wanted you to be a particular way that was not natural for you, or wanted you to believe things about yourself that were not true, so that it would be more convenient for them. So that judge has been there trying to serve you. But your judge needs a new job description. Your judge needs to know no more. It's not okay to insult me. It's not okay to think I'm not worthy or not fully lovable or anything else that your judge may put onto you. I want you to dialogue this with that judge, remembering that you are in that position of full empowerment and full authority. Let the judge know that when it comes out of the old programming, it keeps you from stepping more fully into that 5D frequency. It keeps you from stepping more fully into being part of this global team to shift ourselves and shift our planet. And that from now on, you need to be in charge of the judge. Maybe the judge can help you discern some things. Maybe he or she can be useful in certain ways. But you're in charge of that energy. And just observe what happens. Talk and dialogue with that judge until you feel fully in charge. Once you get that feeling, you can pat that little judge on the head, okay, as if he or she's kind of a pesky little pet, little child, maybe a naughty little child that you can love, but that you don't let take charge. When you're ready, go ahead and send the judge off. And breathe deeply into that sense of freedom, to be free for now from that inner judge. Sitting in that chair of full empowerment, full authority, no longer allowing judgmental energy to have power over you. Feel that in your cells. Feel them grow more spacious, vibrating more and more quickly. Perhaps your heart will begin to feel more and more joyful, free of this little judge who meant well, but zapped your energy and held you captive in many ways. When you feel ready, you can stand up, blow out the candles, knowing that this sacred temple is always here waiting for you. That special chair where you can sit in your full power is always there waiting for you. But for now, prepare to leave. Maybe taking one last look. And then slowly going out the door or opening. Coming back across the beautiful meadow to the place where you began. Maybe taking a few more deep breaths and allow yourself to become aware of being in your rooms, of the chair you're actually sitting in or couch. If there are any sounds in the room you're in, bring yourself back. Sometimes wiggling fingers and toes can help that. And if you like, go ahead and spend a few minutes just jotting down your experience.